Jeremiah 34, the weeping prophet, tells King Zedekiah, he says, listen, you're gonna have to let the captives go. You're gonna have to forgive them of their debts. God has been very clear. You let them go and you release them of these debts. The king listens. Unbeknownst to him, King Nebuchadnezzar was on his way with his army to destroy Jerusalem. King Nebuchadnezzar hears that the king has released these prisoners and forgiven them of their debts. And when he hears of King Zedekiah's forgiveness, it touches his heart. He chooses to not attack Jerusalem, turns around and heads back home to Babylon. As he's on his way back, King Zedekiah does something strange. He changes his mind. And he goes and re-enslaves the prisoners that he had released, and he charges the debt back to their account. The same messenger that told King Nebuchadnezzar of the king's forgiveness now tells King Nebuchadnezzar that the king has changed his mind, playing the forgiveness game. I forgive you not. And the rest is history. Nebuchadnezzar returns, overthrows Jerusalem, takes Israel back into Babylonian captivity for 70 years. So when you hear about the destruction of Jerusalem, you hear about the destruction of the great Solomon's temple, and you wonder, how did that happen? How would God let his people come from Egypt, go through the wilderness, come into the promised land, build the magnificent Solomon's temple? I mean, David lived his life saving up. People gave all this stuff to build the great Solomon's temple. How did this happen? It happened because a king did not understand the consequences of choosing not to forgive. You have an entire book in your Bible that is given because that king changed his mind on forgiveness. He chose the fist. That book is the book of Lamentations. And you can read that book and it's nothing but sadness and horror because of what happens when somebody chooses not to forgive. How many Christians are living Lamentations every single day of their life? Why? Because they underestimate the fist of revenge.